Really? Lobster bisque with cheddar biscuits? I wonder where this came from.
Hello, I'm here from Air Force Contracting.
Air Force Contracting?
Yes.
Okay, and?
I'm here to give compensation.
Why are you giving me money?
Because you have to get an MRE.
Let me guess, this is an Air Force MRE.
Mm-hmm. I don't make the rules.
Okay, so we got the Air Force down. All right, welcome to the Squirrel Hole. My name is Dave, Secret Squirrel 123 on Twitter, and welcome to the episode number 4. The screeching happens around here from time to time. Okay, this episode is again unclassified. All right, so we're going to cover a few things on this episode that are military-centric or military-specific and not. If you've not been in the military, don't worry, you can keep up. So first thing we're going to do is a class on map symbols. Okay, map symbols. You see these on the map, you guys go, oh, look, it's a X. Well, actually, these all mean things. This one right here is infantry. That one's right there is motorized infantry. And the way that you can tell that they're infantry is they've got like crossed rifles right here. This just means they ride in a truck. This is armored. That represents tank tracks going back and forth. This is a tank unit, and you can mix them. That right there is mechanized infantry. Infantry on an armored vehicle. That's like a BMP or a Bradley. And you've got reconnaissance units or scouts. And the last one, big ball right here, don't go there. This is a cannonball, okay? So this is artillery. So if you see this on the battlefield map, then you've got some artillery right there. Moving on. Now you're a map expert, right? Okay, good. I had some people ask me about stuff about this yesterday. All right, so we're going to cover something right now about the glorious Russians and their ability to make things that the rest of the world couldn't possibly do. These guys are experts in making combat equipment, tanks, and everything that is military, right? So I'm going to cover some of their new stuff that they've come out with in the last couple of years, like their brand new uniforms, okay? This right here is a brilliant camouflage that works everywhere in the world. It's a multi-terrainal type camouflage, just like this.
Isn't that U.S. multicam?
It can't be, it's got a Russian flag on it. See? The Russian flag right here. So obviously, this is Russian. Doesn't have anything to do with multicam. But maybe it has a passing resemblance. Mm-hmm. So this is another uniform they come out with. Brilliant for hunting fascists.
Yeah, because that's German from World War. It's like the SS from World War II.
Passing resemblance, that's all that is.
Sure. Very coincidental.
Okay, well, they've got more uniforms. Just don't judge these two. They come out with some really good ones.
I judge them like I judge you. Yeah, because that's ATAX.
Stick with the script. It is a passing resemblance to ATAX, okay? But I'm sure they paid the copyright, to get that. You know them. Okay, well, what about this? Aha! New and improved.
You sure? Because that's a little bit outdated. In the Cold War, it's Soviet.
Soviet, Ukrainian, Russian, same thing. I mean...
Oh, please, come on.
Okay. All right, yes, so they are maybe finding stuff that's been stored for a while to issue to new units. Mm-hmm. And then calling it a new uniform. But this is actually what stuff that they're bringing out, stuff, Cold War stuff, and stuff they've stole from the U.S., other countries, Germany, and it seems like that they are really having a problem with their uniforms. I guess that's what China's making right now. But don't worry, they have other things. Their scientists have gone out and actually taken the tried true AK-47 or 74 that has no resemblance to the STG-44 and actually improved it. They've made it a better rifle. They have got a whole new line of new rifles coming out. I have one over here. Here you go. This is the new assault rifle that Russia is making for their new units.
New?
Yep.
That's an M4.
Yes. And the thing is, they got 1,000 copies of these from China, the Chinese version of them, which is a knockoff of the Colt. And then they took this, and they've got at least 4 factories right now making these as fast as they can to issue to Russian troops. So this is not actually an upgrade, this is a cry for help. All right. Liberty Ukraine. All right, if you want to give money or equipment or time or anything to help the Ukrainian cause out, Liberty Ukraine is a great place to go. Tanya down there in Austin is the main person for it. Dimitri out of New Jersey is also pretty good. And they have been pushing millions of dollars of gear and equipment to Ukraine. They give it right to the troops. If you think that some of your stuff might come up missing or anything, give them this, try them out. Give them some gear and say a bunch of it and ask for pictures back. They have no problem showing you pictures or letting you look at the books. So please, support these guys. They're not a bunch of heroes and they're not scammers. I can guarantee you that. All right, moving on. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to cover one of the premier units of the Russian Army. It's the 35th and 36th CAA out of the Eastern Military District. The reason why we're covering them is they have an amazing track record of screwing up. The reason why is right now they're currently right around here, just north of the Azov Sea, facing off against the Ukrainian forces. The reason why they're special, and we're highlighting them right now, is because they have units like the 64th Brigade, which has got about this many war crimes labeled or stacked up against them. Initially, in the first month of the war, they came down through this part of Kyiv, got stopped, got throat punched pretty badly, pulled back up, came through Kharkiv, near Kharkiv, lost there too, came around serving the next, got slammed right there, came down to Kherson. They were on the other side of the river. Amazing job of being able to pull back a few troops, reset, resupply, and currently they're right over here. A lot of them have big Bs on their tanks and their own personal carriers and their trucks. They're a bunch of losers, okay? It's amazing how much you can screw up and still be in a war. I guess that's where a lot of the Mobics are going to. All right, so that's what we got for this episode of the Squirrel Hole. Hope you like it. If not, remember, the complaint department is run by Katie Demaro.
Oh, God, stop.
Put it in the comments, and that's about all I got for now. Squirrel out.